Oh boy. We got a swimmer. Stop. Juke. Swimming me. Swimming juker. How many bullets is it gonna take? We got Michael Phelps here, boys. Michael Phelps. Except he's doing that good on grass. Can you imagine how good he'd be in water? Oh yeah, esports ready. We're moving in the right direction. What's up guys, DP here, and I know a lot of you are still busy on the test servers with the vaulting, doing the backflips, checking out the new guns, not to mention swimming on land. But that's why DP's here, to give you guys all the new news. That's what I said, the new news, everything about PUBG that's coming out, including all the juicy stuff that they're not telling us, and maybe some predictions for the future. So first things first, we've actually got a name now for the desert map. It's called Miramar. It's very ironic that I live in Miami and there's actually a city in Miami called Miramar. I think the devs are going for a very Latin sort of South American theme, maybe even a South Texas, Mexican sort of theme with all the new names that we have now for the cities. Couple of things that I'd like to point out about the map is that it's definitely a lot bigger than Angel is. It's 8x8 and not 4x4. We've already confirmed that. It also reminds me of the old DayZ Chinaris style map. You've got Los Leones, which is like a big city like maybe Electro or Chinaris down at the bottom. We've got definitely a lot of like airfield and military bases on the southwest corner, sort of like Balota or some of the other ones. But it does remind me a little bit of the DayZ nostalgia. It's in there if you look for it. Now in the dev notes, they did talk about the landscape and the absolute opposites that Angel is to Miramar. And in Miramar, we're looking forward to maybe some open landscapes. There's not going to be a whole lot of cover like in the previous map where we had a lot of trees, forests, rocks, stuff like that. In this map, it's going to be a little bit more of an open ground, so you really have to be careful where you're running or where you're going to loot, or perhaps even whether or not you have a vehicle that you can always use as an instant cover mechanism. And speaking of vehicles, they've also given us a new picture of the off-road. It's entirely black and it has something unique. The last picture that they gave us did not. It has fog lights. Now I'm thinking that has something to do with maybe a night map, or maybe the fog lights will actually dim in the effect of actual fog when you're on a fog desert map. Honestly, I don't even know if there's going to be fog on a desert map. It probably wouldn't make sense, but a night mode on a desert map would definitely make sense. But again, it's not official yet, but it's just something that's been eating away at my soul for quite some time. When it comes to night mode, PU's already talked about it, but very briefly on his AMA sessions. I made a video about it for everything that's confirmed that's coming to PUBG. If you didn't check it out already, or if you missed it, I'll leave a link for you in the description, but also you'll see a little pop-up for it right now. I really think that night mode is going to be perfect for a map like this. There's definitely a lot of little clues and hints that they've put in the map that a lot of people have already picked up on, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, with the reveal of the new map name, the devs also gave us a little cautionary warning about the map itself. Some of the hints and some of the lines that stood out to me the most, I'm going to read one of them, and you guys interpret it as whatever you like to. I'll tell you what it means to me. The unique terrain and dense urban areas of Miramar will create a new battle royale experience where the old strategies may no longer work and the new tactics are required. Now, this is where I think the Volkswagen, the Beetle, the bus, and all the cars come in. I really think that there's not going to be very many places to hide. Yes, there are going to be a whole lot more structures, and there's going to be a whole lot more real estate all over the map, but I feel like in Final Circle, you are definitely going to need a car. I think that a car is going to become a sort of a permanent implant to Final Circles in this map. And that's how I interpreted that particular sentence. Or in other words, they might just mean that the landscape itself has a lot of uphills and downhills, and that might change the ability to hide or better line of sight for certain people based on their positioning on the map. Anyways, that was my takeaway from what that sentence means. Who knows, it might mean something completely different, but I'm definitely looking forward to the new fighting styles in Final Circle. They also gave us a small description of every single city. I'll leave all the patch notes and everything, as always, guys. It'll be in the description down below. And I kind of figured that Los Leones is going to be one of the bigger cities, and I had made a video video prior to this one about how we're going to be able to take over maybe some of the buildings that have those construction pylons and use the staircases to get higher sniper positions and maybe snipe people that are looting down below. And that is definitely confirmed here. And it does say the largest city in the region, Los Leones, features ample shopping, a skyline filled with new construction, and a glorious golden-hued city center. Players should secure high vantage points by exploring the numerous construction sites and looting the gear in cavernous abandoned commercial buildings. So from the looks of it, guys, we're going to be able to climb up all those buildings, get up on sniper positions, and it seems like every building is going to be open and lootable. And speaking of loot, I just briefly want to touch on two different guns that are going to be exclusive to just the desert map, Miramar. We are going to have the double barrel sawed-off shotgun, which I'm assuming it's going to be not like the under-over, but it's basically the side-by-side double barrel. Takes the same buckshot, and it's going to be a CQC nightmare for people because it's just going to put so many holes in you. And also the Winchester Model 1894. It's the lever action repeating rifle. Now, the ammunition that this gun uses hasn't really been introduced yet into PUBG, so I'm really curious to see how they're going to do it. In real life, it uses a 30-30 Winchester centerfire cartridge. It sits somewhere in the middle between a 5.56 and a 7.62. It's actually a bit bigger than the 5.56 and a little bit smaller than the 7.62 round. And I'm assuming that if they're going to implement this gun into the game, they're probably going to give it its own ammunition. One thing we do know is that it's going to be exclusive to the desert map only. And speaking of the map, we got some new pictures and some screenshots of the map itself. Now, this one right here looks like it's a more industrial area with industrial style buildings, factories, and you can see the mountain landscape in the background, which I'm assuming is the wall that's going to keep us all in. We also got to see our first look at Puerto Paraíso, which happens to be one of the coastal cities on the map. Translation, it means Port Paradise. You can easily tell what place this is by looking at those two distinguished dock marks that are in the screenshot. Of course, it's not going to be too much paradise. You get killed over there a few times, it'll turn into Port Nightmare very soon. Got another nice pic of Los Leones, and we've already talked about the construction buildings. Now we are confirmed on being able to climb them, and there's also going to be a quote-unquote shopping area. Oh, but trust me, we're not going to be going shopping for any underwear over there. It's definitely going to be the big Yasnaya or the Georgia Pole of Miramar. And the last screenshot that we got was of the prison. I'm really excited about this format that they've given us. I really hope that all those prison towers, the guard towers, we will be able to enter them and actually post up as snipers. It's gonna be a squad kill zone if a lot of people get up on different towers. They've also got like miniature smaller towers at the bottom, and final circles in a place like this is definitely going to be a nightmare situation. Now, if you remember at the beginning of the video, I did mention I was going to bring up night mode. If you look up and around this screenshot, they have taken painstaking time to add light posts to the prison, up and around this whole area of the prison. Now, I'm assuming that there's definitely going to be a night mode to this particular map. I think night mode is going to be exclusive, just like the guns and the cars, to the desert map. I wouldn't be surprised if we just didn't have any other sort of mode. Maybe we've got just night and daytime for the desert map. And again, this is just a theory, but the fact that they've actually implemented a few lights up and around this whole area and also around other cities, it just points to one simple fact, that we're definitely going to get a night mode sooner or later. Also, lastly, I just want to mention one point. If you look up and around this screenshot, the prison is completely surrounded by mountains and valleys. I really think that this place right here is going to be a risk to reward ratio sort of a place. It's a high risk area for sure. Maybe it's an easy way in, but it's definitely not going to be an easy way out. It's all going to come down to the loot tray, and hopefully it's worth the goddamn risk. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to end with two side notes. The new map, Miramar, is going to be unveiled for the first time tomorrow at the Game Awards. That's thegameawards.com. You'll get to see it over there for the first time, I guess. And the second side note is that the test servers, and if you've been playing on the test servers, the cars all sound different because they've been working with a company in Germany to better the sound effects of all the cars, the gear shifting, the acceleration, everything is actually a bit more streamlined, and I kind of wanted to leave these screenshots for you guys so that you guys can see for yourselves that all the sounds, the new sounds that they're going to be giving us, are pretty accurate to all the cars. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are we going to get an exclusive night mode to just this map? What do you guys think of the new car sounds? Is it good? Is it bad? Are you even looking forward to Miramar? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you all so much to all the people that take a little bit of time out of your day to hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please be sure to hit that subscribe. We'll definitely keep the videos flowing. Thank you all again for all your love and support. As always, stay strong, and I'll see you